Coke Zero. I'm starting my diet early. And people who say, well, isn't gluttony a sin? Yeah, it is.
I actually kind of love that.
In the YouTube algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally important groups: the one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the stories.
So today I woke up in a lot of pain. It started yesterday, like last night. As you guys know, I'm having lung problems. And last year, my lung problem, it also radiated, like the pain radiated to my shoulder. So that is now back again, radiating down to like a little bit below my flanks. I'll show you guys what I mean. Like right here. So yeah, the pain is so bad. It's like when I breathe in, it used to be just when I breathe in, but now it's like certain movement. It's just, it's a mental thing. I was actually able to reschedule my appointment because, as you guys know, I called my doctor and my appointment was for like 2 weeks. And I was like, that's too far away. Like, I wouldn't say this is urgent, like go to the freaking ER, but it's definitely, we need to be seen about this. I was able to call to see if like anyone canceled their appointment or whatever it may be, if there was a new opening, and there is. So it's very, very soon. And I'm simply gonna request to see a specialist, a lung specialist, because I feel like we're running out of options. They did so many tests last year and we thought we knew, and like I have no symptoms of pneumonia. This isn't pneumonia. I'm not coughing. I'm not, baby. She just slapped my ass. I'm not like coughing and I don't have any fevers. Like I don't feel sick. I'm in a lot of pain and it feels really weird to breathe in deep. My brain goes to really bad thoughts. I'm not even gonna vocalize those, but let's just like try to have a good day. I'm gonna try to act like I'm not in pain. I am gonna put like a, what is it called? Baby, what is that hot thing called? Heating pad. See, my brain's not even working. I'm gonna put a heating pad back there in that like spot, like in my lower back, to see if that like helps. I'm doing what I am capable of doing, and that is going to health professionals. So there's nothing else I can do. Would you get any body mods? If so, what? So I like piercings. I used to have snake bites. I took those out for one shift at work and they closed up. And that was after me having them for like 6 years. So I don't know. I guess my body just was like, you know what? I'm kind of over it. There is a piercing I want to get, but that is a secret. I will be getting tattoos eventually. They're going to be small, cute, dainty. Usually day 5 of no takeout. Just drinking water. I have cooked every single meal myself. It's because I requested that I cook my own foods. I kind of do my own thing because I'm really trying to like just save my life. And by doing so, I need to be kind of like strict with the things I'm eating. So I do cook my own food. I eat my own food. I just eat separately from her. I've also been doing my daily fasting, and honestly, I just feel really good. The first half of the week was a little bit of a flop. I was like counting my calories. I was eating below 2,000 and I gained a little bit. It was so confusing. So I decided I'm not gonna count my calories. If I don't feel hungry, then I'm not gonna eat. Like I'm not gonna force myself to eat. I have this weird thing in my head where it's like if my calories are a limit of 2,000, I have to eat as close to them as I can. It's a mental thing. Something I am working on, but I'm eating so many healthy foods that I'm just like naturally getting fuller and satisfied. So I don't feel the need to like count my calories. So anyways, last Wednesday, so every Wednesday I'm gonna try to do a weigh-in for you guys. So that's why today is week 1. Last Wednesday I was 526.2. For the first couple days I was like staying the same. And then I gained some weight and I'm like, who is she? Like, what is happening? You know, I have a lot of things going on with my body that's fighting against me. But thankfully, the second half of the week, my body was finally catching up. So today I weighed in at 522.8. That is a 3.4 loss and I'm very happy with that. So in total, actually since July of 2021, I'm down about 49 pounds. So I do want to do some like mini goals, and my mini goal is I just want to be 499.8. I really want to get back in the 400s, and then we'll focus on going lower once I get there.
Hello again. So I know there's a lot of ennui already about this subject,
However, for me, animal abuse and neglect is a very serious subject, and I want to clear up some key points or emphasize some key points in the BBJ situation. There are just some things I want to bring up, and then I'll probably just lay the whole subject to rest for now. Alright, so first thing I want to bring to attention are some receipts. Well, it's a receipt from Pete and I. I did message him recently on WhatsApp, and I did see a lot of comments like, well, why don't you just get proof from Pete's? Why don't you just get proof from Pete's that you did actually message him while in Kuwait to check on BBJ's nails? Now, because I was, part of the story with this is that I neglected them the whole time I was in Kuwait. I didn't care about them. I just went to Kuwait to escape and be with my man and forgot the cats, and that also I knew about her nails while I was in Kuwait. So here's, when that animal control didn't actually come in. So here's a receipt proving that all of this, what I said, was true. Pete's, and this will bring context, because context does matter, by the way, to all of these accusations. Now, side note, Pete's is one of the most honest people I've ever known. The whole time I've ever known him, which is like 20-something years, he's never told a lie to me, not once, and that's no exaggeration. Ever. He's never lied to me. So actually, sometimes he's brutally honest. If you guys remember, sometimes he would like out me accidentally for things. So he's a very honest person, and so I'm going to read what the communication between us said. Alright, so I reached out to him and said, hey, I just want to confirm a couple of things. Do you remember us talking on video while I was in Kuwait the first time and asking to see BBJ's nails, and you tried to show me them, but with all her fur it was a bit difficult to fully see? I also remember us concluding that at the time they looked decent enough to wait until I got back. Do you remember that? Also, animal control visited while I was in Kuwait, right? And concluded there was no abuse or neglect? Yes to both, Pete says. I feel bad I was wrong about Casey's nails, but yeah, she has furry paws. Casey is BBJ. Yeah, I wrote, yeah, people make mistakes. We didn't intentionally harm her. And again, that intentionally willful neglect comes into play. And this also backs up what I told you guys from the beginning, that one of the reasons I didn't worry about BBJ and her nails, and that when I got home and saw they were overgrown, when I checked them later on when I got home, and I didn't check them sooner when I got home, part of the reason, the major reason, is that this occurred when I was in Kuwait. I would video chat with Pete's almost every day and check on the cats because I missed them and wanted to make sure they were okay and fed and everything. So if I didn't care about them and neglected them, that would never occur. I wouldn't even think about them. We did check on video her nails. I managed to see a few of them, and they were not overgrown at all. So if I had seen that they were, I would have taken action sooner, and I would have sent him to the vet with her. So I didn't think that it was anything that we couldn't wait until I got home to take care of. So that's the reason for that. So this is proof that these things I said did occur. And animal control did visit while I was in Kuwait, and they saw no sign of neglect or abuse and did not remove the cats. Alright, so I found this article among many others, but I'll read this one. Claw problems in senior cats, in case you're listening and not watching the video. So this says here, if you are the owner of a sweet senior cat, you probably are beginning to notice little changes occurring as part of the feline aging process. Although vision and hearing difficulties may come as no surprise to you, claw issues might. Claw problems in senior cats are also commonplace. Now, I knew that cats' claws could get overgrown. I was ignorant with the amount of time that it takes. I didn't realize that it can happen so fast, and their nails need to be trimmed potentially every 2 to 3 weeks, and especially in senior cats. Now, when I came home from Kuwait, Sam's nails, as I said, were still filed down, and that's because he's only 5 years old. He's maybe 6 now, but so he definitely was fine. So I just expected her nails to be fine as well. I was very ignorant on the fact that cats' nails, who when they're seniors, are coarser and they shed less, and they actually grow way faster. There's no way that in the 3 months that you were in Kuwait they grew that long. Well, here's proof in the past article and in this one here that can definitely occur, and that's definitely what occurred while I was in Kuwait, unbeknownst to me. So the person accusing me of animal abuse and neglect actually put out a statement apparently that the cat's diagnosis when she was taken to the vet was a bunch of issues. So number one, the claws, which I just explained, hypothyroidism, there was either urinary tract infection or urine infection. There were some issues. I think maybe arthritis. I'm not sure. There were some issues. There was like an ear infection and bad teeth. Okay, so there were some issues that the majority of them were, I would say, all related to being elderly. So the last time I took BBJ to the vet, it was more for like a senior checkup, and the vet told me at the time that she had some kidney, when her blood panel came back, she had kidney disease, which was she wasn't concerned about it because that was very normal in cats. She said that her weight was fine, that she was looking very good for her age. Actually, she was, very normal for her age, and that chronic kidney disease, again, is normal and there's no cure for it. It will just progress. She just said to try to give her more fluid, maybe in her food or something like that. So I did add water to her food, more water to her food when I could. I made sure there was a lot more water available. She did drink a lot more in her older years. And I did notice, the vet also said that also because of the kidney disease, that urinary tract infections are very common in older cats. So she also had arthritis, and that's also something common in older cats. And I was concerned about her teeth because she did lose part of her front tooth, and her breath was bad, and I just noticed that her teeth didn't look that great. So the vet also said that's very normal also for cats to have teeth problems as they get older. They start to have teeth and gum issues, and their teeth sometimes they lose teeth, just like in humans. So, I'm not going to get her cat dentures, and I'm also not going to put her through, the vet said, at her age, it's just probably more traumatic for her to put her through a surgery to get her teeth cleaned at that point. So, like they would have to put her to sleep, and no, there's just, just why put her through that, and why put her through all the suffering when she has so many chronic issues. But she seemed to be okay at the time, like enough, I didn't think it was time to put her down at that point. She still had some time left in her. So which actually brings me to my next point. People like to villainize me for wanting a veterinary assessment as to whether it would be better for her to put her to sleep before coming to Kuwait, or if she would be rehomable. It's very hard to rehome a pet who has a lot of chronic health issues, and they're going to be dealing with those things and not potentially have the cat for very long. So this article here, how do you know when it's time to euthanize your cat? Also, side note, the person saying that they wanted to save my cat from euthanasia actually did euthanize her own pets. So the hypocrisy is outstanding with that. So I think that it's, the pet owner's personal choice, as well as making that conclusion with the vet. So it says here, you'll know it's time to euthanize your cat when your veterinarian has given a terminal diagnosis, such as cancer or kidney failure, and the quality of life has become dramatically affected. There may be drastic weight loss, difficulty moving, and persistent breathing difficulties. Consider your decision based on whether your pet is suffering more than faring well. And so there you go. As long as she has that chronic kidney disease, the vet said she's going to get more UTIs, and you're going to have to keep medicating her for it. And you have to consider the pet's quality of life. And I have had this pet for 20 years. And, if I wanted to just get rid of her, why wouldn't I have done it a long time ago? I loved her. I also wanted the best for her, and so that's why I had a veterinary appointment, was to give her a medical checkup, and to also, when I came back from Kuwait, I had the vet appointment with her vet, and it was to determine her quality of life. I never said I was going to put her down for sure. It was something that I was going to discuss with her vet, and humane euthanasia for chronically ill pets is not something to demonize somebody over at all. It's actually very compassionate to do that, and instead of prolonging suffering, who do unintentional neglect because of situations where they might not be aware of something, or they might not, because honestly, especially in cats, they hide their pain and they hide their suffering very well, right? So it's very hard to know if a cat has a UTI if they're not, hiding in the corner or making any signs, which BBJ didn't. And I already knew she had kidney issues as well. So it's very hard to determine some things. And, so this is why they don't just prosecute people for that reason. They try to take an educational approach, like, hey, this could be better, this could, that could be better. And there's also reasons, human reasons. that come up, you know, somebody's mental state, for example, which was one of the major factors for anything being neglected in my life, starting with myself, because my mental health was very poor. I do suffer from mental illness, diagnosed by depression and anxiety, and you know, binge eating disorder. And so, you know, here it says here, for 4 daily habits people with depression may avoid. So household chores. Taking care of yourself while you're feeling depressed is often hard enough on its own. Taking care of others or your household on top of that might just feel impossible at times. People with depression may leave their daily chores unattended, letting laundry pile up as dirty dishes sit in the sink for days. Other household responsibilities that can be neglected during a depressive episode can include caring for your children, pets, or partner. So these are not uncommon things. And one of the major things that contributed to more of a downward spiral in my life was being in a abusive relationship for the first time in my life, for like a good year, at least a year and a half. And, you know, just becoming too addicted to more substances, and just really almost at sometimes losing the will to even live. So I didn't have a clear mind, and, you know, that was really hard for me. So some proof of that is if you look at my earlier videos, especially when we first moved to the villa and when I was living with BB. As you can see here, I really cared for my place. You know, there's no dishes in the sink, dirty dishes in the sink behind me. The cat's dishes are clean there. You see that little dish beside the palm olive. I remember going shopping at Winners for these, you know, Halloween decorations I was proud of. I can see here my weight was even worse, but, you know, despite that, I still did what I had to do because my mental health wasn't as bad, and I was happier, you know, being alone and not with someone abusive. Now, here's from from my old place when I lived with BB. You can see the cats here, very well groomed, healthy, happy. My place was also clean. There's always boxes. I like to leave some boxes, especially for the cats. So, and I always showed a lot of love and attention anytime the cats were in my videos, which was very often. I would do random cat breaks. I would... Hello? Okay, I'm too hot near the window. I'm gonna move over here. Hold on. Ugh. I thought you guys would be able to see, like, the ocean, but you really cannot. So, whatever. Oops. Ugh. Hold on, guys. My couch's cushion is coming off because I sat on it. Sorry. Hey, Greta. It is 10 o'clock in the morning here. She had the, yes, she did email me, cease and desist, all right, which I'll tell you why that's super hilarious, and I'm gonna laugh right now at that. All right, she doesn't want me to talk about her family or her kids. She talks about her family and her kids online. So if she, okay, so number one, not. For example, I saw on Yo Mama's stream that apparently her and her new BFF went around Cornwall, not the most cultured place to do a Arabic perfume review, but all right. Went around Cornwall asking people what they thought of the perfume, and guess what? They didn't think it was that bad, and they probably would have said it smelled good, most of them, had what's-her-face not been like, get ready, it's gonna smell bad, you know, like putting that preconceived notion in their head already to expect it to smell bad. Morons. Anyway, so in one scene, her daughter is involved in this, okay? She's basically encouraging her underage daughter, who's like maybe 12, 13, 14, I don't know, to call me fat and shit talk me, like, in front of other adults. And she's like, it smells like whiskey. Number one, why is your underage daughter, how does she know? An underage daughter at that age should not know what rotten whiskey smells like. Two, you put your daughter on the internet, okay? You even told people what medication she's on. You told them why you don't you said to the internet why you don't have her, why she wasn't in your custody, why she was sent away. You told everyone on the internet your personal details. So all I'm doing is defending myself and saying, hey, I'm responding to you, by the way, because she had the nerve to say, I'm responding to you. That's why I talk crap about you. Where's my reaction channel about you, Shannon? Do I react to you? Do I have any videos about you? No, I don't. So I said that. So I replied back to her in the email. I said, you know what? I'm not going to even talk about, don't worry about it. I'm not going to talk about you guys at all anymore, because when I lower myself to that level, I hate myself. But at the end of the day, yes, I said some personal details about you and commented on your mothering, but did I sit there and call you with the C word and body shame you as a former friend like you did to me? No. Did I go and join forces with your enemy and bully? No. Did I make a reaction channel about you, outing things about my personal life as a kid and growing up? No, no, I didn't. So we're not even. So it's very funny that, number one, you don't even, how do you have the money to sue me when the last time I saw you, I gave you a few $100s. Like, so where are you gonna get the money? Oh, FFG? Talk about transactional relationship, right? I didn't tell everyone she was in a psych ward. She posted the pictures herself. Are you kidding? Please give me a break. So that's the tea with that. She sent me a cease and desist in an email saying that she has a Cornwall lawyer. She's gonna have me being beaten up. I wouldn't put it past these lowlifes to threaten people with violence because it's all they know how to do. You know, that's one of the reasons. How did they find the beezer spray? I don't know, but actually they've boosted sales in that beezer spray. We don't even have any more in stock. And we're going to be making a lot more. Well, Salah's business will be making a lot more. And we are probably going to sell it as merch or something. I don't know. We'll see what we're going to do. So if you guys want to, like, number one, when I came to Kuwait and I first smelt Arabic perfume, it was a foreign smell for me. It was very strong because they are stronger perfumes. So I should go around the Middle East and ask people what they think about the smell. Of course, people from Cornwall, no offense, are not the most cultured people. I should know. I'm from there. And I wasn't cultured until I started traveling and expanding my horizons. Another thing is, what does she know about perfume? When I met her, she smelled like an ashtray. She's the most, like, she has no femininity whatsoever. So how credible is her review? You know? So yeah, you make a reaction channel about me, you call me the C word, you talk crap about me, you're trying to defame my husband's business and you're making jokes about it and I don't have the right to defend myself. You can go ahead, sue me and see how far you get, because number one, they're gonna show all of the videos and things you've said about me. Please give me a break, please. If you put it on the internet, right, like people tell me, we have a right to react to it. Plain and simple. Like, I'm sorry, but we see these things on camera, we're not allowed to comment on them. That's horrible. Like, what the heck are you even doing? I literally only defend myself once in a while against these things. They talk about me day in and out. Actually, FFG made a field trip to Cornwall to make it a field day, and they got together and congregated and tried to get people to defame his business. Not that it would even work because it's reputable here. What if it did damage his business? You don't think that people could sue you over things like that, you moron? Like, seriously. Everyone else had nothing bad to say about it, so Shannon and FFG had to script the little girl. That's disgusting. Yeah, using your kid like a pawn like that for drama is disgusting. Sorry, it is. I don't watch her, actually. I was watching it on Yo Mama's stream. Thank you very much. But I find it so stupid for these people to cry victim when they do nothing but berate and stalk and harass me day in and day out. You have no grounds whatsoever. Just telling you. Beezer spray smells nice. You could tell that, you know, she was telling the people like kind of what to expect and not to smell good. And number two, she's a big fat liar because she's saying that it's for curtains and couch. No, that's a body spray. It's a body spray. Do you not know what perfume is? Probably not. Exactly. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. That's definitely horrible. Definitely horrible parenting to do that, in my opinion. Like, you put it online, sorry, you have no grounds for anything. If you want to sit there and make a reaction channel and talk crap about someone all day, the judge is just gonna laugh in your face. You were way more vile to me. I never called you the C word online. So the perfume for clothes and everything, yeah, pretty much. You could put it, yeah, you could spray it on anything, really. I use it as a spray. I love it. I'm on my third bottle. Period. They have no right, no grounds to stand on when they torture you every day. Well, they try to, yeah. They literally try to mess with my life every way they can. Like, look what they've done. Now that she made that stupid lame ass video about the perfume, I am even more curious to smell it. It kind of is patchouli like teardrop because I think there's amber, so it's like rose, vanilla, amber, and it's, yeah, if you like patchouli, if you like oud, if you like those kind of smells, if you like amber, you will like this smell. If you like rose, it's not like an old lady rose, it's like because of the vanilla, it cuts it. Why don't you ever take the high road? It's Eid and you're still speaking bad on people. You haven't gone away. Really? You're gonna judge me for like defending myself against something? I think I'm being pretty nice and compared to how I usually used to talk. She said the beezer spray came like that, but we know she has to spray the stitch out. Yeah, I mean, I could show different bottles, how they're like filled up. It's not half empty. How is it fair use to just watch somebody, all of their content, and just comment how they smell, how fat they are? Like, what? How is that transformative? How is that educational or bring any insight to anything? Actually, it just stains humanity and gives it a bad name, which is all that you exist for. Anger management for me? How? How am I being angry? I'm literally defending myself against people being angry against me and calling me all kinds of names. Maybe you should go over there, boo-boo, and go ask them to do that. Actually, wasn't Shannon in anger management? It's not working well, is it? FFG and Shannon convinced me to never come to Canada. They don't represent everybody, but a good portion, yeah, no. They're Cornwall. They represent Cornwall, for sure. I'm glad I got out of there, no offense, but very small. Not everybody. I'm not going to down everybody, because I know some really good people from there, but there are a group of people who are very small-minded and just... You hear how they talk, you know? No, plain and simple. She didn't even send me a cease and desist. She's like, I know a lawyer, bud, and I'm gonna sue you, bud. And what do you mean? Stop talking about me and my kid. I wasn't. You talked about your child online. You told everybody the medications she was on. You told everybody she was in a foster home. You said these things. Like, we just watched some of FFG's video. It sounds like everyone liked it. Yeah, she was hoping they'd be like, eh, disgusting. And nobody had that reaction except for her daughter, who she probably like told to say that or something. Like, they're biased. So when you're giving, are you going to trust a review from somebody who's biased? You know, knowing FFG, she probably slipped some of that cat super chat money to them and was like, okay, you know. They always tell you to stop saying things about them when they literally base their channel on you, right? Like, that's why I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Like, when I saw that email, I basically just told her to F off, which is not nice and not very Muslim, but how can I not? Like, are you kidding? Get a life. Sue me then. And she's like, I'm going to take your channel down if you don't stop talking about me. Okay, well, you first. You first. And in the window in her video, I saw on Nicole Mama's thing, you could see her ponytail and her Adidas shirt in the window. It was what? Saturday? Was it Saturday or Friday? And you're spending your time, instead of hanging out, going around Cornwall. Cornwall, guys, you have to research Cornwall. Not the most cultured place to be asking people about Arabic perfumes, please. Yeah, I am in Love Community tab. How does my videos with Salah show anything but me being happy? Like, where do you get to make that judgment? You don't live with us. You're not inside my head. You're not an expert on my life. So how do you say I'm not happy? You know? You were very joyful when you were back home, and now you just seem depressed. I remember crying almost every stream, Laura. I don't remember being joyful in the past little while at all. No, I don't. Maybe you mean when I was like, you know, really silly before the swordfish days, maybe. But I was like the same. I had a lot of depressing times, you know. My binge eating disorder was actually at the worst. And I was very unhappy a lot of times, actually. So I think we just remember it differently. My content was different. It's way more subdued now, you know. No, it's a different kind of life for sure. Yeah, Gary, go stuff it. Another uneducated, weird hillbilly weirdo. Seriously, doesn't know what he's talking about. You literally make fun of fupas, you make fun of women all the time. Are you gonna really pull that card? Get a life. I've seen many therapists. I've been to treatment. I've been to inpatient growing up. And it just, like, the mental health care system is not good in Canada. I'm gonna come out and say that. The care I've received hasn't been really good. And I stay depressed, honestly. So I'm not ordering takeout anymore. I'm not eating junk, so I'm gonna have something healthy. Like, I'm gonna order just a single meal like I did before with the one of the diet services. I think I'll get off of here. Yeah. Oh. That's all I had to say about that. I'm gonna try to just ignore these people. They're just annoying. Like flies. And just do my content as usual. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and listening to me vent and talk about whatever. Really, Stan? No. Oh, Bali, Indonesia is like not that far from here, I don't think. Bali, Indonesia, she's planning a party there. I don't think I'll be attending, thanks. Anyway, I could think of a million other things to do. So that's about it, I guess. Yeah. Alright, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in. You're the best. Yeah, thanks, Beezers. Thanks, babe. See you guys later. Bye.
Say hello. I actually have my doctor's appointment today for my lung, so I am definitely going to request to see a pulmonologist, but I'm getting closer at pronouncing that right, a lung specialist, because it's just important to me. I need to continue advocating for myself. When you know something's wrong with your body, definitely advocate. It's super important. So after my appointment, we're gonna go to Goodwill and donate these dishes. It's a very nice set, but we don't need them anymore since we got this set. We definitely prefer this over this. This just isn't user-friendly. These are just complicated, so we're gonna drop off this box. Got done with my doctor's appointment, and now we're at Goodwill to drop off those plates. So I'm about to break my fast at almost 17 hours. And I'm gonna break it with a mandarin, celery, carrot, asparagus, radish, Brussels sprout, sweet pepper, pickle, olive with garlic, broccoli, chicken sausage, mustard, and cottage cheese. I'm sorry. Babe, stop. She's all up on my butt, man. So my doctor was gonna actually give me a diuretic because last year I did have some fluid on the outside of my lung, but she said that since my blood pressure is normal, that the diuretic would actually lower my blood pressure, and she didn't want to put me in a low range. I was like, yeah, I don't think I want that either. But I am referred to a lung specialist. So I am so glad and so happy that my doctor listened to me. I just appreciate this doctor so freaking much. You have no idea. So the next steps are just waiting for the phone call. They're gonna call me to set up an appointment. So I just kind of have to wait around. I don't know if that's gonna be today or in the next few days, but regardless, I'm glad that that step is done. I will say that my pain is definitely still there, but it's not as bad as yesterday. An update on my Lego. I am almost done with it. Look at this, isn't it beautiful? All right, so we're about to take our little figurines and put them in our plants. The money tree is welcome with mushrooms, and then that little guy there. Should I edit that out? Do you want me to edit that out?
It's up to you, baby.
Wait, can I keep your burping? That was like a 9 out of 10.
That was impressive. I'm kind of proud of it.
Okay, I'll keep it in. So we're about to go to Target. So this is the real reason why I'm here. I really am itching for a Lego. So I just wanted to take a look. See, I'm the Target queen. I don't get anything wrong at my home.
Get away from me.
We got this really big yellow pillow. 2 matching yellow pillows that are smaller. I got 2 gray towels. Feline also got some new towels. So she got 2 black towels. The litter box scooper, the holes were too small, so we had to get a new one. Rotating storing tray. Choker necklaces. There's like a dainty and adorable. Feline did end up getting that candle that she had me smell. It's cactus blossom, aloe vera, lime, and prickly pear, and it smells heavenly. Feline got this super cute mug. She has coffee every single morning, and she also has tea every single night. The Lego I chose. So if you guys know me, love dinosaurs. I am a Jurassic Park nerd, absolutely. So I got this Jurassic Park one. So now I'm about to make my tostadas, which I need my tostada. Oh my god. There we go, because I'm short, so I gotta use that. So, got some tostadas. Oh yeah, my beans. And then yesterday for my weigh-in, I said that it was day 5 of no takeout, just drinking water, cooking for myself. I meant to say day 8, so I'm a flop. Today is actually day 9. I misspeak a lot. It's just who I am and what I do. I've also had a lot of people ask, which I want to answer now, how much did I weigh, like how much more did I weigh at my weight loss surgery clinic place situation type deal, and I weighed about 3 pounds more only because of my clothing. Both the scales were accurate, but when I weigh myself with clothing here and when I weigh myself with clothing at the weight loss place, it was the exact same. So yeah, if anyone wanted to know. I know some people...
guys, Eid Mubarak. Welcome back to our couples vlog. It's been a while. We thought we would just share some clips with you of our Eid al-Adha celebration. Alright, so we have some Eid gifts here to give away. Some oud and some sprays, Arabic scents for non-alcoholic ones for prayer to give away to friends and family from Salah's business. So for one breakfast we had some falafel sandwiches, some chapati with chicken fillet, sambusa with cheese, some iced tea, and Julia even stole one. Naughty girl. Hey guys, so right now I'm just going to show you some things that we bought for Eid, mostly for entertaining people, like when you have people over, guests over. Coals for the bakur, which is, the coals come in these little packs like this, and bakur is basically like an incense that you burn. It's like little pieces of wood soaked in perfume, and it burns over these little coals. We got some drinking, like some fancier drinking glasses, because you know, we didn't have that many nice ones. So we just got a few of those. And we just got a couple of bigger glasses for drinks. Not for, I know in like the Western world they look like beer glasses, but here we just put like soda, juice, whatever inside. These are what the coffee and tea carafes look like. So yeah, you just to make Arabic coffee and tea. Must have tea and coffee when you're entertaining. Must, lazim. And then we have I have to scrub the sticker off. I hate when the stickers get stuck, but you need a tray to hold the tea and everything like that. We purchased a tea set, our first like really formal tea set together. This is a really nice fancy tea set. These are the little saucers, and these are the teacups. And these are Arabic style, traditional Arabic style. And these are for Arabic coffee. These are what the Arabic coffee cups look like. Another thing, these are just some of the sweets we have, but I'll show you some of the sweets we picked up today. Alright, so the first sweet we have here is called mamoul. And then we have some donuts here. We have some chocolate croissant pastry and some pistachio filled donuts. And I have some incense from Salah's business. So you can see it's like little wood chips with scent on it, fragrance. So I'm gonna place a piece of the wood. Abracadabra. And then just blow it a bit till I get it going.
Nice smell.
Yeah, it really is. All right, we're all set up and ready for company with our new tea set, some sweets, some water, and the chai I made. All right, we're gonna end the vlog with showing you our dinner here. We had broasted, which is broiling and roasting chicken from a Syrian restaurant. And the meal comes with some delicious coleslaw, some garlic toum sauce, some fresh bread, pita bread, some pickles, and some sauce there on the side I put. And here is the chicken. It tastes like fried chicken, but a healthier, less oily version with some potatoes. Yum.
Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so I'm happy because I'm eating one of my favorite places as my last junk food meal. And I've said that a million times on this channel, but honestly, I've always struggled with sticking to a healthy way of eating, diets, etc., weight loss, okay? So, yes. So, I'm going to be attempting something else starting tomorrow, and I'll talk about that in a minute, just for those of you who may be confused. So, alright, so I have some burger sauce, like, kind of like a Thousand Islands, and they give you barbecue sauce for these. These are jalapeno cheese nuggets. I have spicy curly fries, and the double chicken royal, which is my freaking favorite. Okay, and Coke Zero. I'm starting my diet early. That's good. So the double chicken royal is my favorite Burger King item here in Kuwait. In Canada, nashi. It has 2 chicken patties, cheese, mayo, and lettuce. I thought I was going to start my diet plan Monday. So I'm basically ordering from once a month. It's like a monthly subscription. It's like 100 KD for this weight. I choose the weight loss one. They tailor it. The dietitian and nutritionist, they tailor the program to your needs, and they prepare fresh meals every day, and then they deliver every day for the next day. So I thought I was going to start Monday, but I forgot about Eid, so I got pushed back Friday. I had to think for a minute. I'm too busy eating. So yeah, my plan involves getting breakfast, lunch, dinner, salads, and a dessert, I think. And my goals are basically to improve my health and stamina because I want to travel. And the meal is going to be about 1,200 calories per day. Because I'm still pretty sedentary right now. You can increase it down the line. I used to feel like that wouldn't be enough calories, but I'm going to try it. And put every effort into it. I'm I'm looking forward to it. The food looks really good. Well balanced. There's no restricting like of food groups, which I find probably the most effective for me. And for somebody who has binge eating disorder, I was told that too when I went to the eating disorder clinic, not to restrict, which conflicted with what a dietitian was telling me at the time, but they promoted more like keto lifestyle. But the eating disorder doctor told me just stick to portion cutting. Unless you have binge eating issues, nobody understands it. Like, for example, I follow this girl on TikTok. Her content is basically documenting what she eats in a day. She'll do like day 1 binge free, day 2 binge free, and every day her meals are like really, they're well-rounded, and a lot of them are takeout. But instead of ordering a large of something and like several of something, she'll just order one. So she's trying to retrain her brain, not binge on the foods, rather. I get her strategy. I think she's trying to get rid of the binging before she goes on a more stricter diet. Anyway, I'm not going to give up ever. I cannot wait to travel. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you just order something healthy like before? My brain does this thing where it's like, if it knows it's not going to be eating this for a while, it's like, ugh. I crave this almost every day. Chicken royal. This in essence is the Kuwaiti nashi for me. I love it. I put the rest of the barbecue sauce on. No sauce gets wasted around here. And people who say, well, isn't gluttony a sin? Yeah, it is. Well, I don't think it's a sin. In Christianity, it's a sin, but in Islam, we are to practice modesty in dress and also in appearance and also in food consumption. And they even encourage days of fasting. Like, I know some people here who will fast Mondays and Thursdays, and I'm struggling doing that. But that's between God, that's between Allah and I, you know. And this, I'm really just eating a meal. It's very big and unhealthy, but it's still a meal for one with an appetizer. And be strong enough to reduce my consumption. That's a goal. This meal is super filling. See, I told you no sauce gets wasted.